Hi everyone and welcome to today's Thank Card. It's Friday. Today I will be making a birthday card. I'm going to be using hardwood background and the en francais. Now I'm going to be working with smoky slate. I'll be bringing in some pumice stone for a distress marker and soft sky. That's my color, most of my colour combination, and a little bit of artichoke as well. And I think that would make a really great colour combination. Okay, starting with the background directly on the card, I'm going to be using the hardwood. Just putting that directly on my craft mat. That won't move once I press that down. Got my smoky slate. Now I want a lighter colour, so I'm going to stamp off just by rubbing just an A4 piece of paper just very lightly along like that. So most of that's off. I really want a subtle effect, and bringing that back in. I don't want to get ink on that white one. Okay. Now I will need to trim this because it doesn't make a full card's length, the background, so I'm going to trim this off. You can see how much lighter that is already. I don't want it to be a strong background. Now I've grabbed my Whisper White cardstock again, and I've got my en francais and the soft sky. So I'm going to press down again. This is going to be a very soft card. Soft sky is a soft colour, however I do want it to be a little bit more subtle, so again I'm bringing in my scratch paper just gently this time and placing that along there. Alright, now I'm going to put this through the Big Shot using the spiral die. So spiral flower, this is from Stampin' Up. I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. Now when it comes to the Big Shot and these thick steel rule dies, the sandwich is just the clear plastic mat, the die, and the cardstock or designer series paper or anything. The steel wool die allows you to cut chipboard as well. It'll just be a tighter squeeze, but that's alright. Okay, so you can see this is the rosette, so the spiral flower. I brought in my two sponges and my two inks again, my smoky slate and my soft sky, and I'm just going to sponge the tips of the spiral flower just to add a little bit more dimension, especially once you roll it. Now once you're happy with the sponging around the edges, I'll put the soft sky aside, and now I'm just doing the smoky slate just all around the sides. I just like the softness that it adds to the card when you sponge around the edges. Alright, so that's that. Now I'm just using my marker and I'm just working my way around, twirling the rosette. I just needed the marker just to get going and to keep the roundness, and now I'm just going to keep rolling the spiral flower. Now here you can use either big glue dots or a heat gun. I've got some big glue dots handy that I'm going to put in the center. So the box I've got is a super strength adds dimension glue dots, and this is the 1/2 inch size, which is 1.3 centimeters. And I'll just be placing that. You can see how large they are in the center. Okay, now I'm happy with the flower, and I've just fiddled with it by pushing the petals out. And if you do want that extra bit of sponginess on this edges, just grab your sponge again and touch the tips. Now I've got my Builder Blossom Punch and I've got some artichoke. I just want these bottom leaves, and I'll decide which size I actually want. Use. That's a lovely shape actually. That's the full shape that I like. Okay, so I've got a Whisper White cardstock and it's 2 3/4 by 3.5, I'm sure. So I've got some Smoky Slate and I'm just going to stamp the sentiment Happy Birthday in that top right corner. And I have got some gold. I've got gold washi tape, and then I've also got the grey stripe. These are both from Stampin' Up. I'm just going to tear them along. Like that. I'm going to use my big glue dot again for the bottom of this, and then before I stick that down I'm going to grab some little glue dots on the tail of these for the petals. Yep, like that, and I just want to put one more glue dot behind that. That's going to go like that. Now, that Happy Birthday is from the Remembering Your Birthday stamp set too. Can't really see the gold, so I might just move the petal over just so you can see the gold. Okay, so I've got some gold twine here, but I'm actually unraveling the gold from the actual twine. It's gold and white, and I'm just going to place this in round and round in circles. Just have it so it's a little, not too much of a tangle, but so it adds as a feature. Just going to put a couple of loops in it. I'm going to put that around, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the glue dots from underneath because it will hook up onto them, and just to add like a gold shimmeriness to the back. You can see now it's got a couple of like, as if it's like gold little added embellishment to it. Just putting some foam adhesive in the back of this card, so it's just going to pop again, centering it. I was going to use some pumice stone around the edges, but I think I might just keep it simple and not add too many things to the card. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. It's a clean, simple, grey, soft sky card with a touch of gold, just to add that little bit of niceness to it, and some artichoke green. There you go. I hope you enjoyed Thank God It's Friday, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to like my Facebook page or even see the project recipe on my blog at joherbert.blogspot.com.au. Alright, take care. Thanks.